Paying rent is someone else getting rich off of you. Owning a home is not only a dream, but an empowerment.
United Capital Lending. Capitalize on your dreams.
Find out how right now, here on Mortgage Matters. Brought to you by United Capital Lending with Roger McGee and Mike Raines. Call in with your questions at 865-243-8255. That's 243-TALK. Now, here are your hosts, Roger and Mike with Mortgage Matters.
That's a nice way to start off the show with a little rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mortgage Matters. Brought to you by United Capital Lending. My name is Roger McGee. I'm the host of the show today. In the studio joining me, we have a couple folks from United Capital Lending and a special guest. And we have Mr. Ken Whelan from United Capital. Ken, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks off. How have your last couple of weekends been, brother?
It's been good, but I've missed y'all. I really missed the show, Roger. Thank you for getting
I know you do. I know you mean that genuinely because
really
it's just so awesome in here every single Saturday.
It is.
But yeah, we missed you too. Glad to have you back. We have Miss Anna Whitworth from United Capital. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the show. It's been a while.
It has. It's been a minute.
It's been a few minutes, actually. And we have Miss Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses.com. Whitney, good morning.
Thanks for having me today.
Fantastic to have you, and we look forward to talking a little bit later on with you and finding out what's going on in your business world and how what you do for a living helps bridge gaps for families and potential homeowners here in the marketplace. And so, folks, you're tuned in to Mortgage Matters, brought to you by Knox Talk Radio 94.3 WNFZ, brought to you by also United Capital Lending at UnitedCapitalLending.com. Well, you can just go to that website and you can find out all the information you need to begin the first steps in buying a home for the very first time, or you can find the information you need to make a determination of whether or not refinancing is a good thing for you. I've got calculators on our website that you can actually take the information that you currently have and compare it with today's current market situation and find out, will it save you money or will it not? And that's a useful tool. You don't even have to speak to anybody. Most of the time, however, you have a question that maybe is unique to you. Most people are like your fingerprint. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different situation. So what we offer there on the website is just a link. You just can ask a quick question, no strings attached, no holds barred. You ask your question, it gets emailed directly to me, and I'll get you the answer to your question. And if it leads to a series of processes after that and you end up with a set of house keys in your hand, so be it. If not, you get your question answered in a very easy manner. So our phone number that you can reach us also is 865-934-1400, 865-934-1400. And again, you can reach us online at UnitedCapitalLending.com. Let's see. We're going to talk first with Kenny this morning, but before we go there, I want to just tell you a couple things that I want to caution you on. We've been talking for literally years now about interest rates increasing, and the Fed is beginning to make that move. We see them moving in that direction right now, and I don't think it's going to be anything massive. We just saw the rates kind of pull back today. We're seeing this bounce situation going on, and folks, I'm telling you, by the end of this year, you're going to see higher interest rates. So if you're sitting out there on the fence about buying a house, today's the day. If you're sitting on the fence about looking at a refinance, today's the day, because those who wait for the last minute, you're going to just miss that. So there's a tremendous difference in buying power from going just a quarter point higher, half a point higher. It can make a really big difference in your result and how much home you can actually afford. So with that, we're going to go ahead and segue into a conversation with Mr. Ken Whelan, our reverse mortgage specialist at United Capital Lending. Ken, I know you've been out for the last couple of weekends doing some family stuff, but tell us what's been happening lately with your business and with your clients.
Well, Roger, where to begin? We've had a number of different avenues that reaching out to clients with the financial planners, real estate agents, teaching them about reverse for purchase, and that is a big one that they do not know much about, but it is coming this way. And with that, we'll go a little further. I had the opportunity to play golf with some friends that invited me to Tennessee National, and the sales manager down there is from Florida. He spent 25 years in the industry down there, and I had mentioned that to him, and It was like a no-brainer. Oh, yeah, reverse purchase. They've been doing it in Florida for years and years and years. It's a fantastic product, a great alternate avenue for financing for a senior.
Well, let's break that down to the bare bones. What is exactly a reverse for purchase?
Well, reverse for purchase is once again, somebody retires and comes down to Florida with, let's say they cashed out in Chicago $600,000, and they're coming down there and looking for a $200,000 property. Well, the financial planner gets nervous and jerky when you want to take any money out of that $600,000, spend $2. Well, actually, then let's say they qualify for somewhere between 55 and 80%. So let's just use 70. So if they qualify for 70% because of their age, and that would be 140, so they would bring 60,000 plus closing costs to the table instead of 200,000. So that's what it amounts to.
So instead of putting like the typical 5% down, 20% down, whatever, you're going to put just a larger chunk. Like in this case, 40. Did you say 40?
Around 40 in closing cost, and you will not have a mortgage payment.
So the mortgage payment is eliminated, but you're still responsible for your property taxes, your insurance, and any homeowners association dues that may be applicable. It's a tough word this morning, but so that's a fantastic option because you can still keep a lot of that money invested, if you will. And
well, $160,000 stays in the account, making you money. And let's go one step further. People really have a hard time with this. The house is in your name. And the house will stay in your name. The bank doesn't get the house when you die.
Do people really still have a problem with that?
They really do. I'd run into that a couple different times, and I was really kind of flabbergasted that people really do. It's kind of like, where's the P? Yeah, we know it's too good to be true. And we all know something's too good to be true. It's not predominantly. In a lot of cases, the shoe doesn't fit with a reverse mortgage for a lot of people. But when it does, it fits nicely. It certainly does.
Let's run with that same scenario just for a minute. Let's say, okay, Bob and Susie, they retire from Chicago. They move down with their $600,000. They put the 40 or 50% down, and they're now controlling this piece of real estate here in Tennessee or Florida, wherever it happens to be.
Sure.
And let's say down the road they decide, you know what, we want to sell this house. Can they sell the house?
Absolutely. The house is yours.
Let's say down the road they say, you know what, let's stop doing this reverse mortgage thing. Can we just refinance it into a regular loan? Can you do that?
You can refinance it to a regular loan. You can make the payments. You can make the interest payments so it doesn't grow. It stops wherever it's at. Just make the interest payment each month. But I ask these people when we go through this, you can do all these scenarios. You can sell the house, you can make the payments, you can pay it down. There's no penalty whatsoever. You can make the interest payment to keep it from growing. But if you're going to do any of these scenarios, let's just look at it and maybe why are you doing this to start with? Because this is not maximizing the program,
okay,
if you will.
Now, Kenny, before the show, you were telling me about a guy or a gal or a couple. I don't remember that part.
Sure.
But they have a special situation. They're going to be putting some money into their property in order to qualify for the reverse mortgage. Now, that's not a purchase scenario that you were talking about. Is that a refinance?
Yes, they could have done a reverse for purchase. They didn't know about it, but they found out about the reverse mortgage later and it contacted me, and we had quite a bit of conversation